is NBA action. All right, time now for our weekly exercise in excitement. The Sixers have been keeping themselves in great shape in the East, while the Bucks and Trailblazers are flexing their muscles. Baron Davis has them pumped up in Charlotte. And as always, we'll have our top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown.
Dunk by Tim Duncan.
Stoudemire. Oh, David Stoudemire. Woo! Showtime. Oh, my. Unbelievable. Oh, what a magnificent play. Thriller. Put that in the highlight reel right now. If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. We tip things off by taking you into the action. Starting in the East for the Atlantic Division sizzling 76ers. So long as Allen Iverson stays focused, the magic bubble that is the 76ers season isn't likely to burst anytime soon. And here's something else for the league to chew on. Guard Aaron McKie has elevated his game since Eric Snow was lost to injury.
McKie for three. Yes! At the buzzer. Glover goes to the rack and Radlett there to say no. Iverson, yes! There it is! Making Sixer history, back-to-back triple-doubles.
That win over the Hawks, their fourth in a row, couldn't be savored too long by McKie and the Sixers. 2 nights later, the glove carried Payton, and the Sonics came to Liberty Town. But Iverson still broke free.
Here's Allen going at it again. Yes! And a foul! Iverson now with Patterson on him. It doesn't matter. Iverson has Payton. Blows by him again and gets 2 more. He has used Gary Payton all night long.
Iverson dropped 41 to lead the Sixers to a 121-89 thrashing of the Sonics.
He takes a lot of pressure off of everybody else because he's going to draw so much attention that when he passes the ball, you either getting wide open shots or dunks or whatever.
And Iverson didn't let up the next night against Cleveland.
Allen Iverson has it absolutely going on here tonight. He is scorching. Allen Iverson, half a century here in the gun. He's got 50.
You know, I want to win. I don't care if it's a sandlot game. I don't care if it's a pickup game. I don't care if it's 1-on-1, 2-on-2, anything. I don't care who I'm playing against. I want to win.
After scoring 54 against Cleveland, Iverson scored 22 against the Nets. But just as impressive in the New Jersey game was center Theo Ratliff's 8 block shots, which brought his league-leading total to 132 for the season. Now let's go back into the action as we take a look at Philadelphia's Atlantic Division rivals, the New York Knicks. He's a cheerleader, a team leader. He's a leaper, but mostly Latrell Sprewell's a tireless worker who's led the Knicks on a 7-game winning streak.
Oh, Sprewell with the steal. Sprewell spinning around Armstrong and is able to hit. What a move.
He's playing as well now as I've seen him play, since I've been here.
When you put that much work into it, as hard as he's working, you get rewarded. And he certainly is getting rewarded for his hard work. He's playing extremely hard.
And part of that reward is the effort his teammates have made following his example.
And again, it's Camby on McGrady. Camby knocking it away. Comes up with a steal.
The Knicks are New York tough and tenacious. Last week, they tied a 46-year-old NBA record, holding 28 straight opponents to under 100 points a game. And as usual, their defense was sparked by Spree.
Steal by Sprewell, all off the head fake, able to find Giles, and the Knicks open up a 92-67 lead.
We're playing really well right now. We've got a nice streak working. It's one of the longest ones we've had in a while, and I hope we can continue it on.
Success in the NBA is never just X's and O's. Often it's hugs and high fives. And the Knicks have plenty to go around as they're one of the closest teams in the league.
The whole team has a great camaraderie, and we get along very well. And you don't see that very often in a league where, a lot of people go their separate ways. With this team, we stick together and we enjoy each other's company.
The Knicks are in second place in the NBA.com Atlantic Division standings, 3.5 games behind the 76ers. The Heat are in third place, followed by the Magic and the Celtics. In the Central Division, the Hornets are in first place. The Milwaukee Bucks are in second, followed by the Cavaliers, the Raptors, and the Pacers. Time now to log on to NBA.com, where we begin with some good news for the Nelson family. Dallas Mavericks coach Don Nelson is recovering from successful prostate surgery that he underwent last week. During his recovery, it's a case of like father, like son for the Mavs. Don's son, Donnie, who's been his dad's assistant for 9 years, has taken over as head coach. In other news, Rick Pitino has resigned as head coach and director of operations of the Boston Celtics after 3.5 years of frustration with the team.
Well, the Celtics almost non-existent on the defensive end. Almost a soulless effort for the Boston Celtics.
Assistant coach Jim O'Brien, who's worked under Pitino for 500 games, was named the Celtics interim head coach. Also around the league, the Knicks' Charlie Ward was named the NBA Hometown Hero of the Month for work he did on behalf of his community.
For us, Charlie Ward was a very easy choice. He really puts in a tireless effort here in the city of New York and trying to benefit the lives of not only young people, but people as a whole.
And the Portland Trail Blazers' Steve Smith and his wife Millie touched the life and heart of Michigan State's LaTonja Johnson. In an emotional ceremony, Steve and Millie awarded LaTonja the first ever Steve Smith Scholarship.
Hi, good morning. I would just like to say thank you to Steve and Millie because it was a real pleasure and it's overwhelming and thank you.
I think that's the motivation, just to see the kids smile and say thank you.
Philadelphia's Allen Iverson was named the NBA Player of the Week. Allen led the Sixers to a 3-0 record by averaging over 38 points a game during the 7-day stretch.
Iverson, yes! On the floor, Iverson tried to turn the corner. Oh, look at Allen Iverson. He is putting on some kind of an electrifying show at the gun, Allen Iverson.
And here's news from the WNBA. Cynthia Cooper, the league's all-time leading scorer, has agreed to become the head coach of the Phoenix Mercury. Cooper led the Houston Comets to all 4 championships in WNBA history and was named the MVP of each finals they played. And here's a reminder, there's only a few days left to vote for your favorite players for this year's All-Star Game, to be played in Washington, D.C. February 11th. Voting ends on January 14th, 2001. So cast your vote today by logging on to NBA.com. Now we take you back into the action with the interconference clash between the Portland Trail Blazers and Milwaukee Bucks. The Portland Trail Blazers are a team that knows what it means to win. And last week, they knew what it would take to win their game with the Milwaukee Bucks.
For us, the main thing is stop penetration, with guys like Ray Allen.
Oh, it's stuffed by Ray Allen.
Glenn Robinson.
Ahead of the pack, the big dog.
And Sam Vassell.
Vassell dribble around Harper, comes underneath. Reverse layup is good.
It's going to be a tough game. They're one of the most explosive teams in the league.
The Blazers seemed ready to explode during the player introductions. And then they introduced the Bucks to some stifling D. Well, on the offensive end, they were outrunning and outgunning the Bucks.
Stoudemire blows by everybody. I mean, look at that goodness.
With the help of 7 assists from Rasheed Wallace, a career high for him, the Blazers blitzed the Bucks in the first half. Sean Kemp was a force off the bench with 10 points in the second quarter. George Karl and the Bucks faced a 10-point deficit at halftime. But then in the second half, forward Tim Thomas stepped up by stepping behind the three-point line.
Kick out, Thomas, 3 on the way. Tim Thomas.
Thomas hit on 8 of 10 from long range and finished with a career-high 39 points on the night.
Tim Thomas feeling it tonight.
Thomas's second-half explosion of threes was enough for an NBA record.
Tim for another 3, Jim. It's in. He has 8 3-pointers, a Bucks record.
Thomas deserved an A for his effort, but what he really wanted was a W.
It was great. I mean, to break a record, tie the record, whatever it was. I mean, it just would have been a whole lot nicer if we would have won.
No, even a record-breaking performance by Thomas couldn't break the momentum of the Blazers. Guard Bonzi Wells scored 25 points on 10 of 17 shooting from just about everywhere and in every way imaginable.
Wells inside, this time for the reverse.
And Steve Smith rounded out the Trailblazers offense with a team-high 26-point performance as Portland outpointed the Bucks 119-115.
We have a team that everybody can score. I think the thing is for us is chemistry-wise, we're playing well. I think defensively, we're playing real well, and that's what's getting our wins right now.
Those guys come out and shot well. They shot tremendous. I mean, any other team or somebody, they probably would have won, but, you know, we still contribute on our end and scored. And, you know, every time they hit a three, we go out and hit a 2 or a 3. So we maintain our lead. And they hit, you know, maybe 5 or 6 of them late. So, you know, we still got the win. We're still happy about it.
They do a great job of mixing up. You know, we got it from all angles. And one thing that, in order to be a good team, you have to do is you have to take something away from them, and we didn't.
The Portland Trailblazers are in first place in the NBA.com Pacific Division standings. The Sacramento Kings are in second place, followed by the Lakers, the Suns, and the Sonics. In the Midwest Division, the San Antonio Spurs are in first place. The Dallas Mavericks are in second. They're followed by the Jazz, the Nuggets, and the Timberwolves. All right, time now for Hot Shots, where we highlight one of the best performances of the week. Number 32 is the Suns' Jason Kidd. 31, Sean Marion. But last week against the Kings, all the numbers for Phoenix belong to Tony Delk.
It comes to Delk with the baseline pop, and Tony Delk puts Phoenix back on top. Tony Delk, he has a double-figure first quarter with 10.
Delk had already surpassed his career average of 8. But Suns coach Scott Skiles hadn't seen the last of Tony's torrid shooting in this one.
Tony Delk, oh, man. I mean, TD's
Tony
feeling it.
is feeling it right now.
Jason Kidd starting back. Tony Delk, he has tied his career high.
I think maybe the Kings could try a different strategy on Delk. Don't guard him.
Well, that's just one idea of many the Kings considered. But there's no strategy known in basketball that could put a damper on Tony Delk this night. He simply was in the zone.
Steal, Phoenix lead out. Delk uncontested to the rim. Got another one. Tony Delk, the Kings can't stop him. He's taken a taste of the Allen Iverson medicine.
The Sacramento fans remained loyal to their Kings, who won the game in overtime. But along the way, they were silenced by Delk's 53-point performance.
Tony Delk on fire. He has 38.
To Delk, fires without putting it on the floor. He's got another one. A 40-point explosion from Tony Delk.
And Tony Delk has a high for any man to ever play in this building.
Delk into the lane, double clutch up and in. What a great shot by Tony Delk. Absolutely sensational. He has 52 points.
Here are the NBA.com scoring leaders. The Los Angeles Lakers' Kobe Bryant leads the league, averaging nearly 30 points a game. The Detroit Pistons' Jerry Stackhouse is a close second. He's followed by the Toronto Raptors' Vince Carter in third place. The Philadelphia 76ers' Allen Iverson is in fourth place. Orlando's Tracy McGrady and the Kings' Chris Webber are tied for fifth place. NBA action. Now it's time to grab a front row seat as the NBA's top performers take center stage in NBA Theater. Oh, the joy, the rapture. We've got happy feet just thinking about this week's theater. Jackson will pass to Carter. What, this doesn't get your juices flowing? Well, we're still getting the bucks out. How about this sampling of some sweet NBA swats in the paint?
Rejected by Rodgers. 1 point Maverick lead. Bradley denied.
Darius Miles says, get that stuff out of here.
Here comes Delk going inside. He'll go in. Rejected.
Backdoor cut, Jason Williams. Shot rejected.
Blocked by Olisiak.
Now, for the formal part of our program, we're very dignified here. Although some might say we're a little stuck up.
And the left hand, and it's stuck. And they're going to have to jump it.
So maybe it's time we just came down to earth. After all, we all could use a little humility every now and then.
Finds Scott Williams on the baseline. His shot was an air ball.
Jackson chases it, saves it, and the ball knocks John Barry down as they hit him right in the face.
Let's scoot ahead, shall we? Now it's time to take flight and take no prisoners.
Weber drives on O'Neal, rips it down.
Allen inside jam.
And that's the kind of theater we're talking about. All out, flat out, high-flying fun. Right, Bonzi?
Here it comes.
Oh, what a play by Jones. Tracy McGrady, and boy, somehow he makes that.
Be sure to flip on over to next week's theater. You're sure to land on your happy feet. Welcome back to NBA action. Now let's take a closer look at an explosive second-year guard making a sudden impact in Charlotte. The Hornets' Baron Davis. His jersey bears the insignia of an NBA team, and it's a symbol the Hornets' Baron Davis wears with pride.
It's always been my dream to make it to the NBA, and I know I'm not going to do anything to blow it.
There you go, boy. I see you old school. Let's play, PJ.
I made it up in my mind that they can't help but like me. I'm gonna talk loud, I'm gonna joke. I'm just gonna be myself, and I think that, you know, with the type of guys we have on this team, I mean, they're all great guys.
For a young guy to be leading our team and be the point guard, I think it's a pleasure to play with him. He's not a guy that's gonna get real big-headed and get too full of himself. I mean, he's confident, but he knows the line, and I love playing with him.
He does a little bit of everything out there on the court, defense, offense, and, you know, it's a lot of fun to play with him.
Oh, I mean, one-on-one skills are unbelievable.
He's scary good.
Unbelievable. Baron Davis. Oh, my goodness.
The difference is that he improved his three-point shot. So now that people have to guard him on the perimeter, they cannot stop him from going around him. He's too strong and too fast.
As a rookie last season, Davis played a backup role, but still managed to set a Hornets rookie record for assists. A starter in every game this year, Baron's a catalyst on both ends of the floor.
He passes the ball.
That was an underhanded scoop pass for Baron Davis.
He's running our team. He knows all the plays front to back. He's an intelligent kid. I mean, he's just great.
Cross five. Come on, Matt.
I feel that, you know, with my passing ability, if I do create a double team, I can find an open man, and it frees up a lot of things offensively.
Baron Davis feels free to let fly and do some flying in the Charlotte Hornets offense he leads.
Davis, so he gets as high as he needs to go.
2-on-1 break.
Baron Davis. Spectacular finish for Davis. And that's what he is known for.
I love watching this kid play. I think he is so exciting, man. He can play the point guard and also be very exciting playing the point guard. I mean, make everybody better around him. You know, I mean, that's something there that the rest of those players that plays point can't do.
While he's a solid, steady performer at the point for Charlotte, it's his explosive game that sets Baron Davis apart. And he plans to keep it a major part of his offensive and defensive arsenal.
Another block by Baron Davis.
Now, this isn't a big man block, but this is a little man with a big block.
When I'm out there, I'm having fun, and that's where I play. You know, mistakes. If I make mistakes, oh well, you know, if I can do something that can bring the crowd to their feet and get us pumped up, then I'm going to try it. You know, that's the type of player I am.
To Wesley for two, wing left.
Oh.
Rebound champion, Baron Davis. Where did he come from? Unbelievable follow jam.
Time now for the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown. begin with a little dipsy-doodle from Detroit's Jerry Stackhouse.
5-on-4 as Davis is down. Stackhouse with a circus shot. How did that shot go?
At 9, it's not graceful for the Cavs' Andre Miller, but it counts.
Andre Miller throws it up and in. Plus the foul.
Jason Cathy wants to step up, so he just cuts back inside with quickness. What a shot.
At number 8, here's some lethal levitation from the Clippers' Lamar Odom.
Oh, a little wake-up call there.
Coming in at number 7 this week, the Toronto Raptors toss and tip for the victory.
6 seconds. 5. Jackson inside. The tip in. Yes! Alvin Williams has won it for Toronto.
Number 6 has Steve Francis finding a path and unleashing his wrath.
Francis goes back to the baseline. Oh, and a slam by Stevie Franchise.
Browns might be a little too small to contend with Stevens.
And number 5 is alive with this drive by the Detroit Pistons' Joe Smith.
Smith challenges Bradley.
At number 4, better brace yourself because the Raptors' Vince Carter's trailing the play.
That's a big-time jam.
The reigning slam dunk champion.
At number 3 this week, it's a last-second swish for San Antonio's Antonio.
Who will it be? Antonio Daniels shot at the buzzer. Half corner goes Antonio Daniels, and it'll count.
Coming in at number 2, who else could it be but Kobe?
Wow! I haven't seen that one before. The left-hand slam dunk that astonished even the most ardent basketball fan.
And our number 1 play of the week, it's the Bulls' Elton Brand whipping the Wizards.
Elton Brand for the winner.
Yeah! You can't believe it!
Elton Brand has been a hero all night.
3 times down the stretch, Elton Brand delivers for the Bulls, and the final delivery wins the ball game.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. Remember, for all the latest NBA news and information, log on to the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Jim Fagan for NBA Action. See you next week.